So here we are. If you remember in our previous episode, we sandblast. First we picked out the glass, then we cut the glass to size, and then we took it into our sandblaster and we sandblasted it. That's an awesome project. And now step 2 means we're gonna make a board to put the glass on that we've already sandblasted. We're gonna take a little bit of framing material and frame that up, and then we're gonna run a bead of clear silicone around that so that when we pour our glue, we don't have to worry about it going beyond where we're pouring it. And guess what, gang? In this video, we're cooking the glue as well. Don't go away. Don't forget either, if this is your first time watching the channel and this is helping you do something that you've never done before or that you're really enjoying it, please subscribe. So here we go. We're getting ready to get started. I've got my skill saw out. I've got my piece of plywood over here, and we're getting ready. We're gonna strip this down so that we can get the glass mounted on it in order so that we can start cooking the glue. Here we go. So now we're gonna cut up 2 pieces that'll run the length of each of the plywood, put our glass in between it, and then we'll cut our sides. We need 6 pieces 10 inches long or 60 inches of our molding to complete this project. Okay everybody, we made small work of this piece of plywood with our skill saw, and then I took just my little hand saw and I've cut off 2 pieces of our molding. Now we're just using a simple molding, little 3/4 round molding. It is wood though, so we're just gonna tack 3 nails in it because we have basically 3 pieces of glass, and we just don't want this moving around a whole lot because we're getting ready to cook some glue. Okay, so all 3 of these pieces of glass that I've chosen for this project, I cut them at 10 inches, okay? All right, so what we're gonna do is we're just gonna push this up against our sandblasted glass. And what this is going to do is just hold it in place. Hey everybody, we are getting ready to cook some glue now. So the first thing what we want to do is we're going to add 1.5 cups of glue to 1 cup of water. Because we're only using this, we are using 1.5 square foot of glass. So that requires us basically to use 45 grams or 2 ounces of glue. And 1/2. Okay, so we just rinsed out our measuring apparatus here. We're going to turn our heat down just a little bit because we only want this to cook to 140 degrees. Okay, so now we're just going to mix this and keep mixing it until it melts completely and makes a beautiful, beautiful blend of glue that's just the right thickness. And you can see it's breaking down pretty good. Okay, so we're going to break all this down. So we're just mixing this up and we're making it just a really nice, we don't want to see any of the glue crystals left inside the mixture. And we don't want to heat it up to pour it on the glass any hotter than 140 degrees. So right now we're just mixing this up thoroughly because it needs to be mixed up thoroughly. No chunks, none of that stuff. That's not what we want, okay? Okay, so right now it's about 160. So we're just going to keep stirring this. I've turned the heat down and we're going to allow this to cool down while we stir it in order to make sure that we get it. You know, they use the animal hide glue, or the glue that we're using for chipping. They also use it in woodworking, building ships, shipbuilding. This is a water impervious glue, and when it shrinks on glass, it makes an awesome chipping process that looks just like frost on the windshield of your car. So once we cool this down to 140, we're going to pour it right on top of these pieces of glass that are right here. The silicone already has a skin on it, so you know we're in good shape. And we really don't need but a little bit of this glue. There's a very distinct aroma comes off of this glue. There we are, guys. 140. We've done here now is we've leveled it all up, and we're going to let it sit here overnight, and then we're going to take it up into the air conditioning and let it sit until it hardens or is not sticky to the touch, and then we're going to set it outside in the sunlight and let it do its thing. So we're real excited about what's going to happen to this. I hope you guys are too. This is one of the most interesting processes that you can do to glass that gives you a look that you really have to pay a lot of money for unless you can do it yourself. This is fun. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel if you haven't already done so. It would be greatly appreciated. So remember, this is Ed, along with Barb, in the glass shop, glue chipping today for you and everybody else around the world.